Hey, what's up, everybody? So today, I know it's the 23rd, but I've been really busy and we got a lot of catching up to do. But today, we are going to do all of Proverbs 21 through 23. We're going to do 21 through 22 on this video, and then the next video, we're going to do 23. So let's get started. The king's heart is like a stream of water directed by the Lord. He guides it wherever he pleases. People may be right in their own eyes, but the Lord examines their heart. So the Lord examines your hearts, even though it may seem right in your eyes. Is really up to God. Is We got to think about when we do things. It's not just for if it's right in our eyes, but do we think it's right in God's eyes? And I know a lot of time, you know, when we get in a relationship before marriage, and we be intimate and have sex before marriage, we think it's right in our eyes, but in the Lord's eyes, it's not. All right. So the Lord is more pleased when we do what is right and just than when we offer him sacrifices. Haughty eyes and proud heart and evil actions are all sin. So when you have all that pride and stuff and evil action, just know it's all sin. God planning and hard work. Well, good planning and hard work lead to prosperity, but a nasty shortcut leads to poverty. So he's saying, look, it's good to work hard, it's good to plan, but when you're making shortcuts, that's when it's a problem. Wealth created by lying tongue is vanishing mist and a deadly trap. And we know a lot of people tend to lie a lot, especially when it comes to a job, because they want to get to the top, right? They lie their way to the top. You know how people say fake it till you make it. Well, we need to think about this verse right here. Wealth created by a lying tongue is a vanishing mist and a deadly trap, which is true. Eventually it catch up with you. The violence of the wicked sweeps them away because they refuse to do what is just. the, the guilty walk a crooked path, the innocent travel a straight road. It's better to live alone in a corner of an attic than a quarrelsome wife in a lonely home. Evil people desire evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. If you punish a mocker, the simple minded become wise. If you instruct the wise, they will all be wiser. The righteous one knows what is going on in the homes of the wicked. He will bring disaster onto them. Those who shut their eyes to all the cries of the poor will be ignored in their own time of need. A secret gift calms anger. A bribe under the table pacifies fury. Justice is a joy to the godly, but it terrifies the evildoers. The person who strays from common sense will end up in the company of the dead. Those who love pleasure become poor. Those who love wine and luxury will never be rich. This is good because you think about it. Like people who love all the luxury stuff, people who love all this pleasure and all that. As you notice, that's why we see a lot of famous rich people committing, offing themselves. I ain't gonna say that word because I don't know if that's against YouTube. You know how YouTube can be. But this is why you see a lot of unhappy rich people. The wicked are punished in place of godly, and traitors in place of honest. It's better to live alone in the desert than to quarrelsome complaining wife. The wise have wealth and luxury, but fools spend whatever they get. So it's saying when you're wise, this is when you have wealth and luxury. But when you're a fool, you're gonna just spend it on whatever. There's a lot of people that have a lot of money. They spend their money on all kind of crazy stuff. But like the wise people, if you ever notice, that's why like when you see some Christians, it seems like they don't have a lot of money, but they really do. It's just they're very great stewards of their money. Um, Whoever pursues righteousness and unfailing love will find life and righteousness and honor. The wise conquer the city of the strong, the level of the fortress in which they trust. Watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Mm. It's crazy. You don't even need your parents telling you this. Even God said right here, his words saying, watch your tongue and keep your mouth shut, and you will stay out of trouble. Mockers are proud and haughty. They act with boundless arrogance. Despite their desire, the lazy will come to ruin, for their hands refuse to work. Some people are always greedy for more, but the godly love to give. The sacrifice of an evil person is detestable, especially when it is offered with wrong motives. The false witness will cut off, but credible witness will be allowed to speak. The wicked bluff their way through, and but the virtuous think before they act. No human wisdom or understanding or plan can stand against the Lord. The horse is prepared for the day of battle, but the victory belongs to wait, yeah, to the Lord. All right, so in this whole thing, we are seeing that the wise people, they the one who prosper, and the people that are wicked, the foolish people, like they only care about themselves. They don't take in advice. Um, one part that I saw that really stuck out to me is let's see, it say watch your more markers. Mockers are proud and haughty. They act with boundless arrogance. I see that a lot on social media. A lot of people who are, especially the ones that don't believe in God, like they're very arrogant people. They're very arrogant people. They don't like to take advice. They're not open minded to have any dialogue to anything. Like they're not open to discussion. They straight up will bash you. Not I ain't gonna say not all people, but most of them who saying like ignorant stuff, the fools, they keep saying foolish stuff. I'm starting to realize that when I'm on Twitter and I have a discussion with someone and they always just coming at me with like profanity and mean words, calling names, mocking God, mocking me. You just can't have a discussion with them. And in Proverbs, it tell you like don't don't even try to give advice to fools. In this verse right here, it say where is it? In 21, it says because he even said he said right here. Um, if you punish a mocker, if you punish a mocker, the simple-minded become wise. If you instruct the wise, they will be all the wiser. Um, no, that ain't it. That ain't it. But that's good too soon. Um, Maybe it's in the other one. But basically, it was saying like a fool ain't gonna listen to you. Basically, I wish I could find that verse because it's really good. Um, but I guess also you could see in Proverbs 19:25 it say, if you punish a mocker, the simple minded will learn a lesson. If you correct the wise, they will become all wiser. He keeps saying this. So even like when if if we punish, basically he telling the king, if you punish a mocker, then he'll learn his lesson eventually. But it's also say don't waste your time on foolish people. So not the mocker, but the foolish people. Anyway, I ain't gonna spend too much time on that. But yeah, I found that that was really important. Sometimes you just can't argue with people. That's why Jesus say, "Dust the if they don't receive your word, dust the dust off your feet and keep and like basically keep moving." Now we on Proverbs 22. Choose a good reputation over great riches. Being held in high esteem is better than silver or gold. The rich and poor have this in common. The Lord made them both. A prudent person foresees dangers and takes precaution. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffers the consequences. True humility and fear of the Lord leads to riches, honor, and long life. Corrupt people walk a thorny, treacherous road. Whoever values life will avoid it. Direct your children on the right path, and when they are older, they will not leave it. Just as the rich rule the poor, so the borrower is servant to the leader. Those who plant injustice will harvest disaster, and ring of terror will come to an end. Blessed are those who are generous because they feed the poor. Throw out the marker, and fighting goes too. Quarrels and insult will disappear. Whoever loves a pure heart and gracious speech will have a king as a friend. The Lord preserves those with knowledge, but ruins the plans of the treacherous. The lazy person claims, there is a lion out there. If I go outside, I might be killed. The mouth of an immoral woman is a dangerous trap. Those who make the Lord angry will fall into it. Mm. A youngster's heart is filled with foolishness, but physical discipline will drive it far away. They're saying young people, like they filled with foolishness, because there's no wisdom there really. But physical discipline will drive it far away. Physical discipline don't have to be like beating your kid or anything like that. Physical discipline could be like, for now in today's society is, taking something away from them and telling them why they did wrong. A person who gets ahead by oppressing the poor or by showering gift on the rich will end in poverty. And this is the saying of the wise. I don't know, it's my light like kind of going in and out or not. Seem like it. Listen to the words of the wise and apply your heart to my instruction. For it is good to keep those saying in your heart and always ready on your lips. I am teaching you today, yes, you, so you will trust in the Lord. I have written 30 sayings for you, filled with advice and knowledge. 30 sayings. In this way, you may know the truth and take an accurate report to those who sent you. Don't rob the poor just because you can and exploit the needy in court. For the Lord is their defender. He will ruin anyone who ruins them. Don't be friend angry people or associate with hot tempered people, or you will learn to be like them and endanger your soul. This is good because when you are, have you ever thought about it? Whenever you're around like people who always like angry and hot tempered, like you end up and like they're always like negative Nancy, like you end up like them. I remember when I've been around someone who's like a negative Nancy, I end up like complaining just like them. God telling us this right here. Like, don't befriend angry people or associate yourself with hot tempered people, or you will learn to be like them and endanger your soul. Don't agree to guarantee another person debt or put up security for someone else. If you can't pay it, even your bed will be snatched from under you. Don't cheat your neighbor by moving the ancient boundary markers set up by previous generation. Do you see any truly competent workers? They will serve kings rather than working for ordinary people. So that is 21 through 22, and it's all wisdom. And on the next video, we will be hopping into 23. May y'all have a blessed day.